seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go. 19. What's up? Hey, Uno. 19 Texas. 11. Buggy.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
It's a gain of 6.
Stroud looking to throw. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Stroud. Open man is Collins. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
5 yards on the play.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. A first carry here for Kene Nwangwu. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. You can look at the defense for these Texans, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
Henry trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. He'll try to do it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
All right.
First down, Houston.
Tony. Look at hot.
Here's Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And Stroud now to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And shutting him off now open field. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
A gain of 14. And the Texans first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A draw play for Mixon. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Texans football to start quarter two as they've got it second down and 11. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Stroud to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
That one into the hands of Flowers. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Hey, report! Report! Shut up!
Inside handoff, Henry. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Jackson will try to pick it up himself. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Will Anderson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. On the return is Kirk. Shifts by him. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Texans will take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first. And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Stroud. Caught left side, here's Dell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Room here to run. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They juked him. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Like it's been this negative as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Let the hot.
Throwing now is Stroud. Got his man, Dell. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted and got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra reps, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 2nd and 10, Stroud. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Stroud looking to change the play. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18.
Stroud out of the gun here. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to Dell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Why Tony?
They'll look to throw again. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6. Stroud working out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now an audible here into something else. Mixon. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throw caught by Flowers. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, and that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run forward Henry. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Here we go. Let's go.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Oh, hey. 18. That's right.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will do it for this first half.
14, Texans 13.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Henry up the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one out to about the 35. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. They'll get this to the Wandu. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Kene Nwangu, 64 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Jackson going to keep it, and he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Hey, Alphas, come on.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And bulldozing his way through. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, this could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Oh, ready? Ready? 11.
Stroud looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun to give to Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2J.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the RPO, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mike Green just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Jackson going to keep it. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 29 yards. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. It's complete. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. 18. What's up? Buggy. Hey, uno more. Hey, uno.
Now Stroud. Dumps it off to Mixon. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30.
It's a pickup of 6.
And they'll shift things around.
At the 28-yard line.
South.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Inside handoff to Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up fourth. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And the deficit will hold at 15.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all,
that's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down, Texans.
Here's Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Houston.
Oh, hey.
Stroud to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here goes Stroud again. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
You. Hey, Ozzie.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Kene Nwangu. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On the quick, right?
Stroud. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
On the quick.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
18. What's that? Stop.
Throwing now is Stroud. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is going to help the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here we go.
This one left side caught by Collins. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. Mikey Texas.
The throwing again is Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
18. What's that?
Back to throw. Stroud. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Stroud. This pass complete to Higgins.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now on 3rd and long, they look to throw. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Navi Matabike able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they get me awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Jackson now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, well, the league's best offenses, they stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
A nice little juke.
And he returns this to the 22.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Stroud looking to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. Here's 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
Now he's going to step up and run. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Off the option, here's Henry.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Play action. It's Jackson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Play action. Now Jackson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
On his loop for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Ravens 70, Texans 13. Tyler Loop to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
All right.
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now Stroud.
And now here is another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the gun, Jackson. And will be intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. And as this defense walks.